And I'd like to show you how to use Google Slides and iMovie to create your stories, digital stories. So first thing first, it's important to download this browser. It's called Google Chrome browser. You can download it on your computer and you can use it afterwards. What I wanted to use specifically is its functionality called extensions. So you see, I can have this manage extensions, and then I go to open Google Chrome Web Store, and I can download extensions that I like. I really like Bitmoji. There are really a lot of different extensions. I recommend to watch some videos on YouTube. For example, this one must have Google extensions. So this is how you access them, and there are a lot of teachers. In this video, I'm going to show you must. They talk about Google Slides. Google Slide add-on is something different, and I'm going to explain it. But you can just Google must have Google Chrome extensions for teachers, and you can find amazing videos. I watched like 10 videos about that. But the one that I'd like to talk about is Bitmoji. So basically, every time you're in a classroom, you write the browser that you want, extension that you want, and it would show you Bitmoji, and then you just add install, and it's here. So now I have it. It means every time I click here, I would have Bitmoji extension. Here it is. Because when I tell story, I want like my face to be on the story, especially if it's a story about me, right? So, and I can create start creating a story. So for example, I can talk about my studies, about my cat, about like what I like, anything. What is interesting, if you upload it right from the browser, it's going to be transparent, so you don't have the background there, you see. So it's very, very convenient. And of course, if I want to create some kind of moving Bitmoji, right? So I can have two things. First, I can actually animate it. I'm pretty sure you know what animation is. There are plenty of type of animation. It's something maybe you saw when you were, you know, so transitions, just a minute. Animate. So I click on the picture and I call animate. And then I can make it appear from fly from the bottom, from the top, zoom in. Let's do zoom in. And let's see how it would work. Okay, I'll just click the slide. You see, I have to click the slide for this to happen. I can just do automatic transition, and that would so I can yes, this is transition. So I can do gallery transition, and that would play out really well. So let's do. So what you do is you click on the slide, you click on present, and that's what happens. Okay, so that's zoom in, but that's you have limited range of things that are happening, and of course you can actually do whatever you find interesting. Of course, your Bitmoji can also dance. Let's see a dancing Bitmoji. By the way, you can search by topic. So you see here, it's dancing. You can actually show all of this for Bitmojis. It's especially if you're talking about music or if you like dancing. Actually, yeah. So I'm not sure if you have a story about dancing or dance party, but it's totally possible. So for example, you can create one slide. I'm just And I just provide you as an example. Maybe let's get another Bitmoji without the background. Let's do Bitmoji again. Here it is. So again, dancing or teaching, anything. Like, yeah, let's do this. Very popular dab thing. So if I, for example, create one slide and then the next slide, I duplicate slide. And I just move the person a little bit there. And then I would create a new slide. And then again, duplicate slide. And again, I move a little bit more. And also between between all of these, I would apply the transitions. Transition is basically how you move from one slide to another. And when you do the transitions, you can actually make them automatic. So not on the click, but on, so for example, I can do, we had gallery, right? And you can make it fast, okay? Apply to all slides. So you would see the gallery mode. Okay, I got it. So when I present, but this is not the best transition for this one, of course. Let's change the transition to, let's have no transition here. Maybe no transition here. No transition here. Yeah, or let's do duplicate one more. I duplicate slide. And again, I move the picture. So transition. Click. You see, after previous. Okay. Okay. You can move to slide, change a slide, and so on and so forth. So it's very much like that. Let's try to see it again. So that's how it looks like. And of course, once you you can export it in GIF, animated, and then it would look like it's moving. Just a minute. First, I have to have a name. Then, okay, not dancing, maybe just story. Move. Okay, story move. We have it. Now I can actually download it. You see, I can download it in PowerPoint, JPEG, PNG, so those are not formats that I want, and that's why I would use an extension. There is an extension called, I'm just going to show you, Google Chrome extension. Okay, video. It's not actually a Google Chrome extension. There's another extension. So basically, we have extensions here, but we also have ads-on here. So I would I would click create GIF. Okay, explaining ads-on. Add-on is another thing that you can specifically use for your slides. And in your slides, you can make rainbow, unicorn, words. You can create save video files. And how it works, you can search for add-on for your Google slide presentation. So it depends what you want. For example, if you want videos, so it would show you Screencastify is like one of my favorite, maybe. Screencastify, it's also something that a lot of teachers online recommend, is when you want to record everything that you do in your browser. And you can do it through Screencastify. You click on it, you download it. Let's do Screencastify. This actually works for a browser, so you can download for your browser. But for now, we downloaded this add-on. It's called Creator Studio. And I want to create a GIF. GIF. Okay, it's ask you what format do you want, animated GIF. I don't want it with audio. If I want it with audio, then I have to pay for it. I don't want to do that. Oh, no, I'm not going to upgrade. No. Sorry. I'll try again. Add on, create a studio, create GIF. And go. So, yeah. Oops. So it's not the format that I want. Okay, let's do in video. I think it's the video file. Yeah, so this way you can create a video in Google Slides. So you can create a story about yourself. Remember, on Yologic, the assignment was to create a story about yourself, or you can create a story about the word. Remember, in the lecture, we discussed this story of the word truth. So you can discuss the concept that we discussed. It could be about storytelling, it could be about gamification, or any other concept. But let's discuss now. So this is how Google Slides work. I mean, it's fairly simple. I mean, it might take some time to animate certain objects. I think the most important is that you create a story. But let's discuss the voiceover. Voiceover is when you want to add some audio to it, right? You can totally do that. You can actually create a voice speaker notes. Those are not what you want. You can insert audio. I want to explain. First of all, you have to have an audio that's you can create it, for example, on your device, such as your phone. So, for example, on my phone, I recorded my voice, and then I save it on my Google Drive. So that's what I did. It took some time, and then my phone, for some reason, made it in MP4, so I converted it in MP3, and then I just select it and paste it in any place where I want. So, for example, here.
Hello. How are you? My name is Zero.
So I can actually make it, visible, big, and I can also play options. I can look at the playback options. You see, on click automatically. I just make it automatically. Once you click on the slide, it would show you the audio. And you can actually make this for every slide, you see, and every time, especially it works, I think, very well on PowerPoint presentation. So like you see, Google Slides is very similar to PowerPoint presentation. You can just, play everything automatically, and then the audio, you can of course loop the audio. I wouldn't really recommend that in this case, unless it's a song or something. And yeah, you can hide the icon if you want. So if you don't want to see it, or loop the audio, like we said, stop on the slide change. So automatically when it comes to this slide, it's going to play this video. How does it work? We present, we click, and it should be presenting. One second. Oh, it's not that slide. It's the third slide. Just a minute. Present. Slide number 3.
Hello. How are you?
So you can create a story with narration in Google Slides. This is like very simple tool. You can see that the same functionality, like every presentation in PowerPoint has the same functionality pretty much. So you insert audio or video, or you can actually insert anything you want. Or what is good about Google PowerPoint, you can actually record audio here, you see. If you want to use Google Slides, you would have to pre-record it, download it on your Google Drive, and then get it from there. I couldn't find any other way to do that. Of course, you can do it through add-on, but not all add-on are free. So of course you can use it here. So you can get an add-on on audio recording. I've never used any of these, but of course you can totally use them. Just use one that's free, that you like, that's easy to use. Anyone. If you have PowerPoint, just go to PowerPoint and record it there. And I think the functionality of PowerPoint is, of course, there's much more opportunities for you to use. So I really recommend Google Slides for short presentation, especially with Bitmoji. I noticed that it's easier to insert Bitmoji in Google Slides. It's just much more easier. I did it on my phone as well. I can show you the presentation that I did on my phone, and it was again about Bitmojis. It was interesting, very interesting. Okay. So this is another account that I have, and my Google Disk, I have my Google Slide presentations. Here it is. Yeah, I made a presentation about myself, for example. So yeah. So of course you can actually narrate every single slide, but when I was presenting it, I was presenting to my students in through Zoom, so I didn't need to narrate them beforehand. But if I wanted to send it to my students, I would actually add video here and send it to them, and that would be a story about me. So now let's quickly look at iMovie, another amazing app. By the way, I made this as well. It's the first time I watched the tutorial, I made this presentation because I wanted to create a, digital classroom, Bitmoji classroom. I'll show you. So I created many slides. I duplicated many slides, moving my Bitmoji, and now it's actually moving. And of course, you can use other apps to show something else. I saw a lot of students actually animating their Bitmojis to talk, so they could actually talk. So what is iMovie? iMovie is a platform to create your story. So I can show you what I did. iMovie works on your phone. Like if you have iPhone, it works on your iPad because it's Apple product, so it's free for Apple users. So for example, now I'm showing you from my MacBook. So how does it work? It's the same logic idea. I'm going to show you. This is the full screen.
Do what? I'll make dinner and you. Hello. How are you? My name is Zero. Groundhog time.
1,000 people freezing their butts off waiting to worship a rat.
And up, and now it's time to jump.
To accomplish the impossible.
There's no way we're gonna pass those tests. Everyone thinks we're losers, Mr. Clark.
You are not losers.
Окей. Что удобно в iMovie, вы можете добавить свое видео. Как я это сделала? Как я добавила видео сюда? Я сначала его скачала через программу Get Video. Ну, то есть я нашла, получается, трейлеры на YouTube. Потом я зашла на вот эту вот ссылку getvideo.org. Я вставила сюда ссылку и скачала видео. Когда я его скачала, оно появилось у меня в загрузках. Как только оно появилось у меня в загрузках, я могла его уже, допустим, сюда скачать. Допустим, в iMac лучше всего скачивать через iPhotos. То есть все, что у меня есть на iPhotos, я могу скачивать сюда. То есть без проблем. Все. Все, допустим, файлы, которые есть, они все скачивают сюда. Вот это Groundhog Day, мой любимый фильм, который я скачала, чтобы просто показать, что вот это мой любимый фильм. Желательно какие-то клипы, да, из интернета, если вы делаете, то делать их не больше 30 секунд, потому что иначе там есть copyright laws и так далее, то есть могут возникнуть проблемы. То есть вы можете рассказать историю, используя какие-то цифровые материалы. То есть digital storytelling это же, как бы, получается, переплетение нескольких, да, материалов. Это может быть картинки, это может быть какое-то аудио, музыка, это может быть какой-то видеоклип и так далее. Все это вместе создает историю. То есть и история у нас на Yellow Deck, если вы смотрели, то есть мы должны написать истории или о себе историю, или о том концепте, который мы проходили, или, получается, о том, что мы прошли. Кстати, еще пару таких моментов. Все, что я умею делать в iMovie, честно говоря, это импортировать, да, файлы. То есть самое важное — это импортировать файлы. То есть, например, я импортировала вот этот клип, да. Я импортировала вот этот файл. Это все делается через, вот, допустим, импорт. Вот эта кнопочка импорт. И там идет media, то есть я обычно скачиваю все, что вот у меня есть. Story. Вот только что вот я создала видео, Story Move, я могу его импортировать. Вот он, даб, который я записала. Я его просто вставляю, то есть drag and paste. Здесь все достаточно интуитивно. Дальше, если я хочу наложить музыку, то обычно я беру музыку здесь. Или я могу начитать что-то и опять же вставить свой аудиофайл. Вот этот аудиофайл, который я начитала, который вы уже слышали, я его также ставила сюда. То же самое. Аудио, импорт и так далее. Вы можете скачивать и видео, и аудиоматериал, и просто фотографии можете вставлять. Дальше вы можете выбирать, допустим, хотите вы, допустим, transitions какие-то. Ну, то есть, чтобы оно исчезало, кубики превращалось и так далее. Вот. Ну, это вот такие вот transitions. Что касается backgrounds, это если вы хотите новости показывать или погоду, то тогда background можно использовать. В основном я использую вот такие вот titles. То есть если вот эти вот вещи, которые я вставляла, это все было background titles. То есть я использовала, допустим, какие-то переходы и, допустим, какие-то картинки. Вот, это background, который я использовала. И на него наложила текст. То есть очень важно, когда вы создаете истории, какой-то небольшой текст наложить или какие-то добавлять элементы мультимедиа, которые могли бы сделать его более, так сказать, интерактивным. Вот это текст сверху я наложила. То есть если вы вот так вот делаете, переносите его, то здесь появляется автоматический текст. Вы можете выбирать, с какой минуты вы хотите его поставить. Например, вот с этой минуты. И как долго вы хотите, чтобы он длился. То есть вот он. И дальше на него кликаете и пишете там hello. Меняете цвет. И оно все появляется. Окей. Так, еще что? Значит, все, что там есть, это вы вставляете картинки, вставляете аудио, вставляете, допустим, какой-то текст. Есть еще аудио здесь, сам свой собственный. Sound Effects называется. Их так мало, но если вы хотите использовать. Вот. Вам понравился неон, вы его вставляете туда, куда вам нравится. С той минуты, какой вам нравится. Вы можете даже убавить звук немножко. Вот так просто убавляете звук. И все. Все. Все, что нужно уметь в iMovie, это еще делить клипы. Вот я делаю split клип. С той минуты, которая мне не нужно, я удаляю его просто. Мне не нужно, допустим, аудио. Или мне не нужно это видео. Я на него кликаю, опять split клип. И удаляю концовку. Все. Все, что вам нужно, чтобы сделать в iMovie какой-то готовый продукт. Далее вы делаете экспорт. И уже выбираете, в каком формате вы хотите его экспортировать, да? То есть импорт и есть еще экспорт. То есть, чтобы его экспортнуть, нужно будет кликнуть сюда. Ну, то есть, это вот проект, который я создала. И вот он у нас. Story. Open Project, Share Project. Ну, вот можно. Я обычно делаю Share Project и открываю файл. И в каком режиме я хочу, в таком я и вы выбираете, в каком формате вы хотите его, в каком размере, и его экспортируете. Так работает iMovie. Если у вас какие-то есть вопросы, я буду рада на них ответить. И, может быть, все-таки провести какой-то мастер-класс. Если вам интересно побольше узнать или про iMovie, или про Google Slides. Дайте мне знать. Мы можем обсудить еще больше.